Oh, you want to play some?
It's your show, man.
And don't you forget it.
I'm here to support.
Let's do Going for a Ride.
Okay.
Key of D, please.
All right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Going for a ride on an aeroplane. Maybe take a trip on a fast freight train. I'm going just to keep from going insane. How's it going with you? Told you. How's it going with you? Working for a living just blows my mind. Takes too long to unwind. It costs too much to stay behind. How's it going with you? How's it going with you? Going for a ride on an aeroplane. Maybe take a trip on a fast freight train. I'm going just to keep from going insane. How's it going with you? How's it going with you? Living in the past just brings me down. Future makes me wonder where I'm bound. But now's the time I gotta blow this town. How's it going with you? How's it going with you? Going for a ride on an aeroplane. Maybe take a trip on a fast freight train. I'm going just to keep from going insane. How's it going with you? How's it going with you? Other ladies may look at me. What's on their mind is plain to see. I may be cheap,
Get it up.
I ain't free. How's it going with you? How's it going with you? Going for a ride on an aeroplane. Maybe take a trip on a fast freight train. I'm going just to keep from going insane. How's it going with you? How's it going with you? How's it going? How's it going with you? One more time. How's it going with you? Thank you.
Yeah.
Our country's in trouble, we all agree. We're gathered here, we're as mad as can be. Going to save our democracy by taking it back from the majority. We are the Tea Party, we rant and we rave and we wave assault weapons to show that we're brave. We'll do anything for the red, white, and blue, and believe anything that Fox News tells us to. We don't know why more folks don't hate the prez. Don't they listen to what Hannity says? He was born in a country over the sea in an African nation they call Hawaii. We are the Tea Party, we rant and we rave and we wave assault weapons to show that we're brave. We'll do anything for the red, white, and blue, and believe anything that Fox News tells us to. We're glad we've got Jesus watching our backs. As he said on the mountaintop, thou shalt not tax. What Obama wants to do ain't very nice. Taxing the rich, he's the Antichrist. We are the Tea Party, we rant and we rave and we wave assault weapons to show that we're brave. We'll do anything for the red, white, and blue, and believe anything that Fox News tells us to. Now the government wants to take over health care. That ain't right and it's not very fair. We're raising our voices so loud and clear. Keep your damn hands off of our Medicare. We are the Tea Party, we rant and we rave and we wave assault weapons to show that we're brave. We'll do anything for the red, white, and blue.
Perfect.
Thank you. And believe anything that Fox News tells us to. Thank you. Thank you.
You're killing them.
I have no idea what we're doing. What do you want to do? I don't know. Marty. What do you want to do? Take a look at the list. See what you want to do.
Let's do Jacob.
It's too grisly to start off with. How about Flyway? Just kind of like right in the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's in
B.
it's in B, the key of B. Can you spell the key of B?
K-E-Y-O-B.
We're going to do the old version.
Okay.
Tavern was closing, the people had fun. They laughed and they cried and they hollered, well done. You sang 'em happy, you sang 'em sad. Now they're leaving good and you're leaving bad. Fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. To that place in your head where you go when you're all alone. With all of the music in there to pick and to choose. You still haven't found that song for your own brand of blues. You played your guitar, played them your song. Even the drunks at the bar were singing along. Now the beer can you're holding can cover the frown as the bar stools go up and the spirits come down. Fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. To that place in your head where you go when you're all alone. With all of the music in there to pick and to choose. You still haven't found a song for your own brand of blues. So you sing in the taverns, the bars, out on the street. And you never look into the faces of those that you meet. 'Cause you're tired of hearing, hey man, you're gonna go far. When they don't know how far that you come just to be where you are. Fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. To that place in your head where you go when you're all alone. With all of the music in there to pick and to choose. You still haven't found a song for your own brand of blues. With all of the music in there to pick and to choose. You still haven't found a song for your own brand of blues. Thank you. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Drill? My drill?
Let's drill.
Yes, Joe.
D. Perfect.
The end of the world has come to the Gulf of Mexico. It was drowned in an unrelenting petroleum flow. We all got to see the eulogy on our TV. It was brought to us by the good folks at BP. Drill, baby, drill. Spill, baby, spill. Kill, baby, kill. Everything lying all around. Drill, baby, drill. Kill, baby, kill. Till we find the will to shut the bastards down. It's a long way from D.C. to the Louisiana shore, but the oil is seeping up the stairs and underneath the office door. And the lobbyists are working overtime to see how many politicians do you get per gallon of BP. Drill, baby, drill. Spill, baby, spill. Kill, baby, kill. Everything lying all around. Drill, baby, drill. Spill, baby, spill. Till we find the will to shut the bastards down. The ghosts of Jefferson and Madison are weeping tonight. They warned us long ago, beware of the corporate blight. And the government they built for the land of the free is now the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. People of BP. Drill, baby, drill. Spill, baby, spill. Kill, baby, kill. Everything lying all around. Drill, baby, drill. Spill, baby, spill. Till we find the will to shut the bastards down. Till we find the will. Till we find the will to shut the bastards down. Thank you.
Shut them down.
You want to do a few? You want to do a few? You ready?
Yeah, if you want.
Are you old enough?
I think so.
Okay. I'm going to turn the show over to Steve.
Why?
Because I'll look better when I come back.
Where's Clint? I gotta have my guitar. So, Mr. Big Stuff, passing off the buck, are ya?
Oh, my drink's getting cold.
Drink's getting cold.
showbiz. The trappings of showbiz.
You just had such a hot show last night.
Floundering. So it's punching us in.
I don't think I'm even. Am I coming out there? I'm not, am I? Check. Whoa. That part's working. Direct box. Right here. Channel 4, it says. Haven't heard anything yet. Huh? This is number 3. I don't want to use his guitar, that's for sure. Well, there's some guitar. That'll work. So, here I am. I woke up too late. Missed the train, it's that same old game. I twist and I turn. Betwixt between, I keep my pressure on. I used to be so strong. I wonder what went wrong. Look above me, my rain clouds hanging round. Disciples found, push-up bell, boulders piling on. A box to my face, push uphill, tempting run away. I used to be so strong. I wonder what went wrong. Look above me, it's starting to come down. Look above me, it's really coming down. It's fickle I play, struck hard, shattered, twisted face. Fickle I find, search between every dotted line. I love to play along, but it's really not much fun. Look above me, storm clouds gather round. Look above me, it's really coming down. Now it's hailing, it knocks me to the ground. Now I'm melting, a gurgle and I'm gone. All right, thank you. Number 4. It doesn't make that much difference. We're not going to play guitars at the same time anyway. Yeah. Here's a song about lost love. Me and Gary many years ago, we met, and it was true love. Right from the start. She says. Ixnay on the ixnay. I'm gonna ride that highway downward to the sea. The chase is far behind me now. I hope she'll wait for me. The town I've left behind me, spent a vaudeville gain. The truth be told, I've gone too far. I can't come this way again. The love I've left behind has turned to faded dust. The love I've left behind me is just a faded memory over the hills and valleys, downward to the sea. The color of my true love's eyes, I hope she'll wait for me. I hurt you so bad. One more time, and I hope that you see. Remember in time what she, she means to me. I'm gonna ride that highway down across the plains. The chase is far behind me now. I ain't come this way again. The love I've left behind has turned to faded dust. The love I've left behind me is just a faded memory. Yeah, I can't change. I can't change my fate no more. Yeah. All right, I'm doing nothing but originals just for that guy, because I love him so much. This one's called On Down the Road. It's called Let's Put Up With It and Just Take It. Hop the train, you can't come back. It keeps it rolling on down the track. What lies ahead, the hills and curves. Keep pushing on, forget to swerve. I can't take it. It's just the way it goes on down the road. The wind is calm before the storm, chilling back, the days have gone. The water's edge was back beyond. It lies exposed, the gaping maw, and the waves come. Big chain from down below. On down we go. I can't take it. That's just the way it goes. You can take it. It's just the way you go. Because you know how toes will toe. They'll take me toe, yeah. On down we go. On down the road. Step aside and face the fact. Keeps it rolling on down the track. What lies ahead, the hills and curves. Keep pushing on, don't forget to swerve. I can't take it. That's just the way it goes. On down the road. On down the road. On down the road. Stand back, stand back. Okay, here comes one more. I got the big finger. Was that this finger you gave me?
You obviously read the wrong thing.
I set you up for that, man. So here's a song about a guy named Gary Kanter that went into his house and he never came out again. Well, he came out, but he wasn't the same guy because he was wearing his hat backwards. See? Better. Same old thing, it ain't gonna be no different. This the change, eclipsing all perception. His thoughts explain the answers to your questions. His thoughts explain Medora's ever present. You gotta move inside the line, 'cause you can't let fears turn into tears in time. Same routine, Days roll by and forever. This the change, eclipsing all as ever. His thoughts explain the answers to your questions. His thoughts explain Pandora's ever present. You gotta move inside the line, 'cause you can't let fears turn into tears and find. Yeah, yeah, yeah. King of the world from a time inside old mine. King of the world, please don't go. King of the world from a time inside your mind. King of the world, please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Same routine, the days roll by indifferent. This the change, eclipsing all perception. His thoughts explain the answers to his questions. His thoughts explain Pandora's ever present. You gotta seek out truth to find, but you can't let fears turn into tears in time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Are you back? Or do something by yourself?
I'll do something by myself.
Okay. You want this? All right.
That was Steve Beck.
Yes, it was.
Steve and I have been playing together now for a few years, off and on. And he is a very busy musician. He's got his own band called Flannel Asparagus. Do you have a web page?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. You can find it online at Flannel Asparagus. And he is also one of the most sought after guitar players and bass players in the region. And in his own right, he's a great songwriter and guitar player, musician all around. And though we have fun, music is a serious business. It's so serious that it actually killed me. I died in my sleep. I went up to the pearly gates. St. Peter met me there. He said, "Sorry, son, you're gonna have to wait." He conferred with Jerry Falwell and some preacher types that I did not know. He said, "Sorry, son, to tell you this, but you're going down below." The devil met me there, and he handed me a drink. He said, "You're gonna love it here, regardless what the upstairs neighbors think. There's lots of happy folks inside waiting for you to arrive to join the little bash we have the kind of which you never saw when you were alive. And it's a hell of a party. It's still going on. Mama, don't you weep for me now that I am dead and gone. It's a hell of a party to celebrate my fall. And the best part of the party is we're never going to hear the words last call. Doc Watson played guitar. Paganini bowed the violin. Lenny Bruce did my eulogy and George Carlin waved me in. Caruso sang from Figaro and Lady sang the blues. Ella sang some scat. Phil Oakes sang the news. The great W.C. Fields was right at home behind the bar. Orson Welles filmed it all right at home behind a big Cuban cigar. Ginger said to Fred, "Now you know just how it feels doing everything I had to do, backwards and in high heels." Thank you. It's a hell of a party. It's still going on. Mama, don't you weep for me now that I am dead and gone. It's a hell of a party to celebrate my fall. And the best part of the party is we're never gonna hear the words last call. I walked out in the garden. I never ever felt so glad. Waiting for me there was every dog I ever had. They ran around for hours, each one as frisky as a pup. And the greatest thing about it was there was nothing to clean up. Jesus came post-Christmas. He was exhausted from the praise. He joined Moses on the golf course. He had been there since the high holy days. Jesus couldn't sink a simple putt to save his soul. So he pitched his clubs and walked across the water right to the 19th hole. Mark Twain and Kurt Vonnegut were busy making each other laugh. Joe Hill and Mother Jones were busy organizing the staff. There's a million tales to tell. Right now I've got to go. You see, it's getting late and I've got a date with Marilyn Monroe. It's a hell of a party. It's still going on. Mama, don't you weep for me now that I am dead and gone. It's a hell of a party to celebrate my fall. And the best part of the party is we're never, ever, 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 ever gonna hear the words last call. Thank you. That could very well be the last song I ever have to write, because there's so many verses I'm getting ready to write. So there'll be like 18,000 different verses for that. And it goes on eternally. I want to do a song that came about because my wife and I were laid up with the flu, and I couldn't move. I was so out of it. And to torture me, she had the Republican primary debates on. You think I'm sadistic. So I ended up writing a whole bunch of songs as a result of that. And all of them, in some way, had death and Jesus in it. So this is one of them from my Death and Jesus collection. This will be my new EP. Death and Jesus. He wants to do it with her. She wants to do it with him. They want to do it with each other, but the prospects are pretty dim. Their boss has religious objections. He knows very well if employers offer workers birth control, they're all gonna go to hell. She wants to do it with him. He wants to do it with her. They want to do it with each other. So to the gospel they defer. As Jesus said to the apostles from the book of birth control, even if you waste just a single drop of sperm, I'm going to waste your soul. I want to do it with me. I want to do it alone. Maybe with a babe in cyberspace or a cougar on the phone. So I talked it over with my pastor. He said, don't be a fool. Once your hand drops below your belt, you'll be playing with Satan's tool. He wants to do it with him. She wants to do it with her. They want to do it with each other. The rest you can infer. But as I think it over, if the truth be told, even if you don't approve of what they're gonna do, at least they won't be using birth control. Thank you. Yes, that's from my Death and Jesus and Sexual Repression collection. This is one that's so old, it's on my current CD. First time I'm doing it in public without Pete Tomac. So you're going to have to imagine Pete's part. I crossed the border. It was just for the day. Now it's been a week or 3. Wasn't planning a stay, burned through my money, burned through my last dime. When you cross the border, you burn through all but your time. When you cross the border, when you cross the line, No law, just disorder. It's a drunk on cheap wine. Hang on to your senses, 'cause heaven only knows when you cross the border, every piece of you goes. When you cross the border, when you cross the line, there's no law, just disorder. It's a drunk on cheap wine. Hang on to your senses, 'cause heaven only knows when you cross the border, damn near everything goes. I met a woman, claimed she met me. Asked her to love me, she said, why not? But not for free. I said, how much then? See, I haven't got a lot. She said, it don't matter. I'll just take all that you got. When you cross the border, when you cross the line, ain't no law, just disorder. It's a drunk on cheap wine. Hang on to your senses, 'cause heaven only knows when you cross the border, every piece of you goes. Want to see it again? Thank you. I found a card game. They were dealing out stud in a room where they don't play for money, they just play for blood. I asked the dealer, hey, what's the buying cost? He said, don't bother, my friend. See, you already lost. When you cross the border, when you cross the line, ain't no law, just disorder. It's a drunk on cheap wine. Hang on to your senses, 'cause heaven only knows when you cross the border, every piece of you goes. So I'm sitting in a cheap hotel room with just a cot and a sink. The walls are so damn thin I can hear the guy in the next room think. He's wondering if all of the things a man currently does can keep him from going back to be the man he once was. When you cross the border, when you cross the line, ain't no law, just disorder. It's a drunk on cheap wine. Hang on to your senses. Heaven only knows when you cross the border, every piece of you goes. When you cross the border, every piece of you goes. When you cross the border, damn near anything goes. Thank you. Back goes the capo. Well, Steve did a love song. I'm going to do a love song. I met her in a tavern. We both were pretty high. She wasn't much to look at, but then neither am I. I whispered sweet words in her ear, my standard barroom line. She threw her arms around my cheek and started in a crying. She said, oh yes, she said, oh yes, she said that she'd be proud. Worst of all, she said all this in a voice that was out loud. Everybody stared at us till I feared for my life. She said, this boy has just asked me to be his wedded wife. Never marry anyone you just met in a bar. Keep your eyes wide open, don't let it get that far. I'm speaking from experience, no matter who you are. Never marry anyone you just met in a bar. Her daddy was bartender, he said he was a judge. She had 2 8-foot brothers there who would not let me budge. Her daddy spoke some words at us, I heard her say I do, and with those 2 apes at my either side, I heard me say it too. Never marry anyone you just met in a bar. Keep your eyes wide open, don't let it get that far. I'm speaking from experience, no matter who you are. Never marry anyone you just met in a bar. So I go out now every night and get into my car. I drive to a tavern where I stand before the bar. You all know what I'm doing, what I'm looking for, of course. A compassionate bartender who will grant me a divorce. Never marry anyone you just met in a bar. Keep your eyes wide open, don't let it get that far. I'm speaking from experience, no matter who you are. Never marry anyone you just met in a bar. Thank you. I'm going to do something I wrote back in the early 70s, which I take out and dust off every once in a while because it's still relevant. Every so often, we have this big nostalgia thing for the 50s. There's always 50s stuff going on. I know when my kids were in elementary school, there were sock hops every year. And every year I had to go. And I got so sick of the 50s that I brought this back and dusted it off. But it keeps coming back. You see it on TV. Nostalgia, Pat Boone, Bobby Rydell, all of these guys. Well, you know what? I'm sick of nostalgia. I long for the days before we had nostalgia. I just want to see who was up. I was walking along, I had no cares, sort of tending to my own affairs. I saw this crowd coming around the bend, they filled the street from end to end. Must have been a million, 2 or 3. They were coming straight at me. I swept along in this tidal wave. What's going on? I began to rave when a sweet young thing whispered in my ear. Quiet, silly. We're almost there. I said, where? She said, here. At the hop. She had a ponytail that was kind of neat and bobby socks down on her feet. I said my name, she said hers too. I should have guessed it was Mary Lou. And all the fellas I met that day all pretty much looked the very same way, with slick down hair and skin-tight pants. They looked like an army of greasy ants with shades on, brandishing combs and other deadly weapons. Well, Mary took me by the hand and started rocking to the band, and just about then I began to care. I had a strange impulse to comb my hair over and over, again and again. More pomade, I'm still not satisfied. Music ended, we stopped and kissed. I found the love I knew I had missed, and just before everything went black, I heard Mary say, "Uh-oh, my boyfriend's back." Wouldn't you know it? Just my luck. Her boyfriend was leader of the pack. I woke up, rain was pouring down, picked myself up off the muddy ground. My arm was broke, it hurt like hell. My head was buzzing like the ringing a bell. This street was empty, the street was bare, no one was standing anywhere. I checked my watch and said, oh wow. The good old thing was reading here and now. I thank God. I thank the Beatles. Most of all, I thank the people at Timex. I took a look in and kept on ticking. I often think about that day every time that I hear DJ play a golden oldie, a blast from the past. I hope this madness doesn't last. 'Cause what's gone is gone, what's dead is dead, going back ain't no way to get ahead. And I know that fellow was right on when he said you can't go back again. And he was right. I ain't going back ever again. Not even if you promise me my very own custom built 442 with a roll bar, 4 on the floor, 4 more on the ceiling, mag wheels, whatever the hell they are, on my hot rod. Thank you. I'm going to do another one, then bring Steve back. Hi, Chris. Hi, Mary. I'm going to do a song about 3 minutes long, I guess. Steve's anticipating something really stupid. Well, I ain't going to disappoint you. Recently, it came to light, well, over the past summer it came to light, past year it came to light, that Mormons were posthumously baptizing people of every faith and religion into Mormondom. And this included members of my own tribe, of the Hebrew persuasion, victims of the Holocaust, people who died because of who they were, and it naturally made a bunch of us really, really pissy about it. So when a songwriter gets pissy, he writes pissy songs. So this is my way of striking back at what the Mormons were doing. I don't want to go to Mormon heaven. I just want to sleep when I'm dead. I just want to rest in peace when the grass grows over my head. Don't baptize me posthumously. Isn't that a great lyric? Don't baptize me posthumously. I got a different ending plan. I don't want to go to Mormon heaven without a latte stand. I don't want to go to Mormon heaven. I could not be that good. I'd probably offend everyone up there every chance I could. I'd write tasteless jokes, sing tasteless songs about everything I heard and saw. Because to me, polygamy just means a whole bunch of mothers-in-law. Maybe I can go to Mormon heaven. Maybe I can try it for a while. Mormons go through life so cheerfully. Mormons always seem to smile. We can reach an accommodation. Here's where it's at. I'm gonna go to Mormon heaven if Mormons play tit for tat. I want to go to Mitt Romney's bar mitzvah and Donny Osmond's wake. And Marie will be facing east towards Mecca when in her prayers she does partake. The tabernacle choir shall sing of Buddha in that grand and majestic way they do. And Brigham Young will be among the ones known as Hindu. Now, I don't want to go to Mormon heaven when my race is run. I'd much rather go down below. I think I'd have more fun. Don't baptize me by proxy. You thought I was going to say posthumously again, didn't you? That's why I'm a creative songwriter. I surprise people. Don't baptize me by proxy, which is a really weird concept. What they have is they have somebody standing in for you because you're dead. So they do the whole mumbo jumbo, and then the person standing in for you, the proxy, actually goes in and gets baptized. And so that's called being baptized by proxy. And one of them might be president. Don't baptize me by proxy if the truth be said. I don't want to go to Mormon heaven. All in all, I'd rather be dead. Thank you. I'm going to invite Steve back up here. Mm-hmm. One of the larger talents around. A man, if I don't say all the nice things about, can hurt me.
What am I doing? Playing bass? Singing? Playing? Kicking? Running?
I just want you to sit there and look pretty.
Pardon me?
Nothing. Bass.
Quite noisy, wasn't it? The grip.
We played at a kickoff and victory party for state representative yesterday, Marco Lias, and I finally found out why he had the kickoff party and the victory party, so he wouldn't have to pay us twice.
Yeah.
He's running unopposed, so he wanted to get a jump on the victory party. What do you want to do?
You got Arizona?
When you go to Arizona, you're gonna have a world of fun. You can play golf and water ski in the warm Arizona sun. Just don't overdo it. Don't mean to bring you down. If you bake too long in the Arizona sun, the law might think you're brown. And they will stop you in the street and stop you in your car and stop you in the park or your favorite bar. Stop you at the bank and stop you at the show and stop you every place you like to go. Stop you here and there, even at the county fair. They're going to stop you at the traffic light. They're going to stop you everywhere. They never did when you were white. When you go to Arizona, we pick up the speed as we go. We want to get through Arizona as quickly as possible.
Nobody's pulling you over.
Don't order Mexican food. Don't get that bowl of frijoles. Beans are just as good. Never crave a cerveza. Boy, you got talent I didn't even know about. Just say bud when it's you're around.
Bud. I said bud.
But you weren't supposed to say bud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's this ad-libbing you're doing. If you order Mexican food, the law might think you're brown. And they will stop you in the street and stop you in your car and stop you at the park or your favorite bar. Stop you at the bank and stop you at the show and stop you every place you like to go. Stop you here and there, even at the county fair. Going to stop you at the traffic light. They're going to stop you everywhere. They never did when you were white. When you go to Arizona, you better speak good English. 'Cause if you habla the Espanol, you're gonna wind up in a hell of a mess. Use phrases such as you betcha and dumb that language down. 'Cause if you habla the Espanol, the law might think, did you really say bud?
What do they think?
You're brown. And they will stop you in the street, stop you in your car, and stop you at the park or your favorite bar. Stop you at the bank, stop you at the show, and stop you every place you like to go. They'll stop you here and there, even at the county fair. Gonna stop you at the traffic light. They're gonna stop you everywhere. They never did when you were white. That's right. They're gonna stop you everywhere. They never did when you were white.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I don't have to move the capo.
Me neither.
There was something the matter with Jacob. That's what the town folks said. Nobody knew or had a clue about the voices that screamed in his head. Some blamed it all on his drinking. Others claimed he's always been odd. Ain't nothing the matter with Jacob. Can't be cured by a good dose of God. Jacob went down to the chapel so he could pray for the light. Never got out of the darkness. Jesus wasn't home that night. Voices gave Jacob his orders, went home and picked up his gun. He drove himself to the city. There was a job to be done. Devil dwelt in the city. Devil dwelt downtown. He was appointed and he was anointed to go bring the devil down. On the way he stopped at the chapel so he could pray for the light. Never got out of the darkness. Jesus wasn't home that night. It was midnight, he got to the city. He fell asleep in the park. About 2:45, woke up to see a stranger out there in the dark. It's him, cried the voices. Shoot, shoot, as fast as you can. It was later, about 4 o'clock, he found out he had gunned down an innocent man. His lawyer had cocaine for breakfast. Jacob was sentenced to death, shipped to death row where prisoners go to rendezvous with their last breath. He shared his small cell with the voices, exhausted his final appeal. Chicken, fried steak, and potatoes, Diet Coke were his final meal. They let him down to the chapel so he could pray for the light. Never got out of the darkness. Jesus wasn't home that night. They strapped him down to a table, jabbed a needle in his vein. He didn't shout, didn't cry out, he just winced a mite from the pain. The witnesses heard him say something. That something was not very clear, but they all did agree. It seemed to be between a plea and a prayer. Jesus, I've prayed in your chapel. Jesus, I've prayed for the light. Jesus, don't leave me in darkness. Jesus, please be home tonight. Jesus, I've prayed in your chapel. Jesus, I've prayed for your light. Jesus, don't leave me in darkness. Jesus, please be home tonight. Jesus, please be home tonight. Jesus, please be home tonight. Thank you.
We did it.
Okay, this is dedicated to the one female in my life, and only the one female in my life, who loves me unconditionally, never questions me. And that's my dog, Kelly. What was I in? I knew
Not
that.
that I'm telling you how to play your own songs or anything.
I knew that. Just wanted to see if you were paying attention.
Yes, sir.
They don't mind if you smoke. Tell a dirty joke about the amount in your bank account, if you're flush or if you're broke. They don't care about your breed. If you're mixed blood or pedigreed, you'll always be just what they need. Life goes better with a dog. Life goes better with a dog. Life goes better with a dog. Love you for free and unconditionally. Life goes better with a dog. This is a sing-along, so when that comes around again, you're all invited. Unless you happen to be cat people. And then that's a whole different dynamic.
Not on this stage.
It's true. They don't care if you're straight or gay, to which God you pray, for whom you vote, or who you quote, or if you ain't got nothing to say. They don't care if you're black or white, red or yellow or dark or light, you'll always be their special side. Life goes better with a dog. Are you ready? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can sing too.
You can go.
Steve, my friend Steve gives you permission. I've got 2 cats too, so.
Big ones.
And you can, if you want, you can sing Life Goes Better with a Cat. No, you can't. It's an abomination. Life goes better with a dog. Life goes better with a dog. To love you for free and unconditionally. Life goes better with a dog. They don't care if you're a woman or man, drive a car or a truck or van. If you've got hair or you're challenged up there or you're a New York Yankees fan. They don't care if you rent or own, share a place or live alone. They'll stick with you like a dog on a...
Bone.
You want to tell your dog story?
Do you want me to tell my dog story?
No, but go ahead and do it anyway.
Well, maybe I don't want to.
Life goes better with dog. Life goes better with a dog. Life goes better with a dog. I love you for free and unconditionally. Life goes better with a dog. I feel terrible. Tell your dog story.
Well, it started many years ago. I had my first puppy. I was 5 years old.
That's not the dog story.
Oh, fast forward to 3 months ago.
It's better.
How's that? Better?
When you were 15.
Yeah. Well, we have a new puppy at our house. Her name is Luna, and she is a year old and weighs 115 pounds, more than Gary, as a matter of fact. So as a puppy, they like to chew, dig, and whatever else keeps them occupied when you're not around. So I go off to an open mic. Me and Gary are at the same one. I come home, and there is a hand-drawn tombstone on the back door that says, "Rest in peace, Luna, 2009 to 2010, or 2010 to 2011, right?
Just get on with it.
Are you awake?
No.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is a really cool story. Yep. So, I come into the house, and I'm going, oh no, the puppy died. Because the night before, she'd eaten a 9-pack of ballpoint pens from Costco. And you talk about fluorescent, yes. So I come in and I look, and we've got 2 dogs. One's an old 14-year-old pit bull who's just a sweetheart. And I look, and there she is sleeping. And I go back in the bedroom, and there I see Luna. So I go, hey, what's up? I tap my wife on the shoulder, and she says, well, go look at your Easy Lounger, Barca Lounger. So I walk out there, and she'd eaten half of the footrest. So, I was kind of like, okay, how can I be pissed off, but still at the same time be really happy she's still alive? So, there you go. That's my story.
Life goes better with a dog. Life goes better with a dog. To love you for free and unconditionally. Life goes better with a dog. Let's do that again. Life goes better with a dog. The song, not the story. Life goes better with a dog. To love you for free and unconditionally. Life goes better with a dog. Life goes better with a dog. Life goes better with a dog.
There you go.
Well, that was the one that actually got me back into songwriting after about 35 years. I got this new dog, and I hadn't written a song. My daughters were all grown up and out of the house, and I was feeling lonely. And so I get this dog, and the dog looks at me, and I look at the dog, and the dog says, "Well?" And I said, what do you mean, well? And she goes, "I understand you used to be a songwriter." I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Well?" And I wrote that song that very day. It took me about half an hour, and that song was completely written. That brought me back to inflict the rest of my music on society in this millennium.
Thank you, Kelly.
A friend of ours, J.W. McClure, has accused me of actually stealing the lyrics from the dog. So he's got proof because he saw me writing one time, and I was writing right-handed, and he came up to the house one day, and he had said that, he was telling me he had noticed that for, a right-handed guy, your letters kind of lean the other way, the wrong way, as if you were a lefty. And he came over to the house, and Kelly came up to him, and Kelly sat, and J.W. said, "Shake." And Kelly lifted her left paw. True story.
What a mystery.
Not a funny mystery, but let's
Is
try
that another dog story?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I want to. We've been called, or I have been called, a socialist, communist, card-carrying, America-hating, whatever. Just to show that I'm as good as any white God-fearing Christian, I just dredged up a song from the 1940s when we were at war with whoever we were at war, World War II, the last good war we had. And I want everybody to join in. Down went the gunner, bullet was his fate. Down went the gunner, and then the gunner's mate. Up stepped the sky pilot, gave the boys a look. Stepped behind the gun, threw away his book, singing praise the Lord and passed the ammunition. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition, and we'll all stay free. The sky pilot said it.
Good job.
You've got to give him credit, for a son of a gunner was he. Singing praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. All aboard, we're on a holy mission. All aboard, we ain't a-going fishing, and we'll all stay free. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition, and we'll all stay free. All right, just like Jesus would sing it. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition, and we'll all stay free. Yes, we'll all stay free. Yeah. That's the one I don't take credit for. But that's the one that got the loudest applause. The strange room. Okay.
Keep on rumbling.
Okay. Here's another one I didn't write. I had the honor of interviewing Arlo Guthrie recently for Victory Music Magazine, and then going and reviewing his show at the Pantages in Tacoma. And he did this. You want to feel old? Go to an Arlo Guthrie concert. Arlo's son and grandson are half the band. That is really scary. His grandson's like 20-something years old, and he's the bass player. You know.
Kind of like us.
21 years old, and you're the bass player. I didn't realize you were that young. You don't wear it well. Anyway, this is a wonderful song that Woody actually wrote, Woody Guthrie. By the way, July 14th is Woody's 100th birthday. So for those of you who are interested, we're having a 100th birthday party for Woody at the Couth Buzzard in Ballard. Not Ballard, I'm sorry, in Greenwood in Seattle. So this only happens every 100 years. It's also the 50th anniversary of my bar mitzvah.
There you go.
And the New York Mets, too, by the way. God, I'm old. Can you do something about that?
No.
Okay, here's the song. Woody wrote this song. He used to write down a whole bunch of stuff wherever he went. You'd on paper towels, on napkins, on people, whatever he had to write on. And so he wrote these lyrics, and a lot of his lyrics are kind of finding the light of day now. And so different groups and people are having the honor of putting music to it. And this was actually, music was actually put together by Arlo. And so it was really, really great, and I loved it. And so I'm going to inflict this on everybody, and hopefully you're all going to sing along too once you kind of get the lyrics down. It's a very short little song. It's got 2 verses to it, and each verse is pretty short. And this is the way it starts. Steve only heard it for the first time yesterday. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've ever had. It's all I ever knew. I give my peace to green and black, red and white, white and blue. That's right.
Okay.
You made me do that. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've got. It's all I've ever known. My peace is worth 1,000 times more than anything I own. I pass my peace. I'm sorry. I just learned it yesterday, too. Pass my peace around and across. Hands of every hue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. Okay. It goes, my peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've ever had. It's all I ever knew. Okay? We up for that? My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've ever had. It's all I ever knew. I give my peace to green and black and red and white and blue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. I give my peace to green and black and red and white and blue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. Okay. Here comes the second one. My peace is all I've got. It's all I've ever known. My peace is worth 1,000 times more than anything I'll own. You try that? My peace is what? Ha ha. Nobody's paying attention, right? My peace is all I've got. It's all I've ever known. My peace is worth 1,000 times more than anything I'll own. I pass my peace around and across. That's a Woodyism, across. Hands of every hue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. All right, there'll be a short quiz at the end of it.
We're all stumped as it is, man.
My peace is all I've got. It's all I've ever known.
Huh?
We're going to the last
That isn't what you have written down here.
It's the second verse.
Oh.
Good help is so hard to find. My peace is all I've got. It's all I've ever known.
My peace.
Go ahead.
You're leaving me out here all by myself?
I want to see if you could read.
I'm trying.
Okay. My peace is worth 1,000 times more
I'm not.
than anything I'll own. I pass my peace around and across, hands of every hue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. Okay, we're going to take it from the top. And Woody is watching. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've ever had. It's all I ever knew. I give my peace to green and black, red and white and blue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've got. It's all I've ever known.
My peace is worth
1,000 times more than I will ever own. I pass my peace around and across, hands of every hue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. Okay, everybody go home and learn it and come back in about an hour.
We'll be gone by then.
And we won't care. So, in honor of Woody, let me do my Woody Guthrie song.
Go ahead.
This world's strange, it's a changing place. Cell phones, iPods, and MySpace. It's just another day in the human race. I wish Woody Guthrie were here. It's another inning, same old game. Atrocities are committed in our name. More things change, the more they stay the same. I wish Woody Guthrie were here. Wish Woody Guthrie were here today. In the fight, in the fray, I'd love to hear what he had to say if Woody Guthrie were here. Would he travel from here to there? Would he travel damn near everywhere? His message was, you gotta fight to make it fair. I wish Woody Guthrie were here. I wish Woody Guthrie were here today. In the fight, in the fray, I'd love to hear what he had to say if Woody Guthrie were here. Impressed? I went to hear Arlo and his kids. They were sharing songs just like Woody did. Halfway through, I damn near flipped my lid because Woody Guthrie was there. Woody Guthrie was there that day, shining bright in his own way. You're all my kids, I heard Woody's spirit say. Woody Guthrie was there. And Woody Guthrie is here today. In the fight, in the phrase, alive in the words, we're all here to say, Woody Guthrie is here. I never left, I heard Woody's spirit say, Woody Guthrie is here. Thank you. Thank you. Since we're singing about dead folk singers, you want to do Farewell Troubadour?
Which one is it?
Farewell Troubadour.
Yeah.
Let's do it in B. B.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
You play it.
Okay. Well, let's do something you do know. What haven't we done?
We haven't done Don't Mourn Organize.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Joe Hill.
What?
Joe Hill was the original labor martyr in our country, or the most famous. Joe is a member of the Industrial Workers of the World, the IWW, the Wobblies. He was a Swedish immigrant who came to the United States to seek his fortune and found nothing. So he spent his life as a laborer. And so he joined the Wobblies, and he would be around in places like Spokane, which was a bastion of wobblyhood, when the Wobblies or anybody who was trying to do any kind of a socially conscious kind of a thing would get up on the soapbox and start yelling and diatribing. The local officials would bring in the Salvation Army band to drown them out. And so after a while, Joe got the hang of, well, if they can do that, I can do that. And he started writing songs with lyrics to these hymns. And these then he started using other kinds of songs that the people knew, and he'd write his own lyrics, and it'd all be Union lyrics, and they would be passed up and down the Union lines, and they kind of became the anthem of the labor movement. And a couple of really cool things happened. where Spokane passed a law saying that people could not get on the soapbox if they wanted to talk about union issues. Everybody else could do it, but not them. So what they would do is they would bring in a whole bunch of people, and as soon as somebody got up and started speaking, the person would be arrested, taken to jail. So they bring another person on, that person would be arrested. And then another person would be arrested, another person would be. Finally, they filled the entire jail, and the Spokane city had to feed them all. And they were going broke because they couldn't afford to feed all of these prisoners. And so they ended up canceling that law, just like that. So it was a case of direct action in which they didn't work with the legislature, the city council, everything. They just took direct action to overturn the law. So Joe was in Salt Lake City, and it was a bastion of really tough labor issues going on down there. And he was framed on a murder charge. And he was sentenced to death. Became a major, major trial, too. Even President Woodrow Wilson got involved, tried to get a stay, and so on and so forth. Didn't work, and he was executed. But just before he was executed, he sent out a couple of messages. First was to his friend Bill, actually they were both, to Bill Hayward, who was the head of the Wobblies, who was in Chicago. And he said, Bill, we are about 100 miles from the border of Wyoming. Do me a favor. After I'm dead, haul me over to Wyoming because I don't want to be found dead in Utah. And, well, what they ended up doing was cremating him. That was his real wish. And they had this huge funeral for him in Chicago, thousands and thousands of people there. And they put all of his ashes in these little packets and gave them to people from every state in the Union to sprinkle on their land and their state. So every state in the Union, except one, had Joe's ashes on them, and that was Utah. The other thing he said was, don't mourn, organize. And that became kind of a famous rallying cry. So we've been doing this Joe Hill show, and we did it here. We're going to do it again here, I think, in August or July, and we'll be doing it up again up in Snohomish and at the Couth Buzzard again. And it's different people who have joined us in this enterprise. And this is a song that I wrote for that show. And what it is basically songs that Joe wrote all the way up to current kinds of labor music and social protest movement music. So we have stuff from Vietnam in there and so on and so forth. Feel free to sing along on this one too. You're getting paid to do this. You have no choice. You can always go on strike. Actually, Steve and I are both union musicians, so.
You can tell.
Yeah, I'm on a coffee break right now.
I was getting ready to take a break any second now. It's in my contract.
Your contract is what I say it is.
People live just here.
I would give you the beating of your life, except you would enjoy it too much.
Sing the song, dude.
When the boss comes around to cut your pay and your health care benefits fly away and you feel like you just swallowed a pretty bitter pill. Ain't no time to moan or boo-hoo-hoo. Here's the thing that you should do. Take the advice of old Joe Hill. Don't mourn, organize. Keep your eyes on the prize. There's strength in numbers and in size. Don't mourn, organize. He just learned this one yesterday, too. When the governor said we no longer can fund your union's pension plan and sends the legislature that little bill, stand up straight and stand up tall. Can you say the word recall? Then recall the words of old Joe Hill. Don't mourn, organize. Keep your eyes on the prize. There's strength in number and in size. Don't mourn, organize. When you hear the views spewed on Fox News, no call to be singing the blues, 'cause they don't get it, and they never will. Drown them out in Union song. Sing it loud and proud and strong. Take a message, music lesson from Joe Hill. Don't mourn, organize. Keep your eyes on the prize. There's strength in numbers and in size. Don't mourn, organize. All right, see if everybody can sing this. Don't mourn, organize. Keep your eyes on the prize. There's strength in numbers and in size. Don't mourn, organize. That really sucked. Let's try it again. Don't mourn, organize. Keep your eyes on the prize. There's strength in numbers and in size. Don't mourn, organize. I said, don't mourn, organize. One more time. Don't mourn, organize. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Okay, that should be our last number because everybody really kind of got off to it, but we're going to probably ruin the moment. Did we do Fly Away yet?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I made the moment. Can't ruin it. Okay.
Well,
Is there anything?
yeah, we know who you're talking about. And he knows who he's talking
That's right. Did we miss anything on the list?
What's that?
Did we miss anything on the list?
I don't see anything we missed.
All right, maybe we can do something again.
Okay, let's do something again then.
No, I was just kidding.
Okay. I'm copacetic, dude. Whatever you want. I'm here for you.
Did we do Fly Away? I don't remember.
Let's do it
doing
again.
Did we?
No,
We
we
didn't
never
do
did it. I don't think we ever did it.
No, we never did. He's taking advantage of my short-term memory loss.
Huh? You're in the wrong key.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do my senior moment song instead.
Go ahead. I'll just sit here and look at you.
Look admiringly at me.
It's so much fun.
Look like I just want to be like him when I grow up. By the way, I want to thank my friend Steve Beck. Let's hear it for Steve.
Thank you. Thanks to Gary for asking me to come here.
Yes, he's the best volunteer I have in my band.
Only one left.
We played for a while in a band called Switched After Birth, which you have to be very careful when you say, because otherwise it's a real disgusting concept. And then there were two.
It was originally 6.
Well, you know what they say, there are 3 kinds of people in the world: those who can count and those who can't.
That's funny.
That's why they call me a humorist. I don't have to be funny a lot, I just sound like I'm supposed to be funny. Okay, having passed my 40th birthday, What was that for, Lily? I have discovered that getting old really sucks. And so the worst part is the mental anguish I'm going through by forgetting everything that I'm supposed to remember. And so I wrote a song about it. The song is called Senior Moments. And it was written in honor of my comeback after having been out of music for all those many years. And my comeback was called my Senior Moment Comeback Tour. And this was the special song I wrote about it. And I kept milking that joke for about a year. Senior Moment Comeback Tour, until I couldn't do it anymore. People were totally bored out of their minds with, oh, not another joke about a Senior Moment Comeback Tour. So I stopped calling it that and started my first anniversary Senior Moment Comeback Tour. And it was just fresh meat all over again. So this is my Senior Moment song. It's another senior moment. Thank you. Oh, okay. I'm going to follow that one up with my Senior Moment song. It's another senior moment. I've forgotten what to play. My pants forgot to zip themselves. My car keys walked away. I'm sitting here beside myself, feeling old and cute. Where did this guitar come from? I could have sworn I played the flute. Senior moments, they happen every day. Senior moments chase reality away. It's another senior moment. What did I have for lunch? Was it tuna salad? Was it Captain Crunch? The way life keeps on moving is a mystery to me. How can the years go by so fast when it takes so long to pee? Senior moments, they happen every day. Senior moments chase reality away. It's another senior moment. You say I grabbed your ass. Well, the engine might be rumbling, but the tank is out of gas. You're such a lovely woman. I look at you and sigh. But when I think it over, I can't remember why. Senior moments, they happen every day. Senior moments chase reality away. Senior moments, they happen every day. Senior moments chase reality away. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Lily. Thank SoulFood for us. And we will be back with our Joe Hill show, I think, sometime next month. And once again, Steve Beck.
Thank you, Yuri.
The long-suffering Steve Beck.
Just for the last hour or so.
2 hours.
Well, 2 hours.
But who's counting? Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you.